Well, hello everyone and welcome back. It's the Summit 3 presented by Gigabyte. We're in America Qualifiers Phase 2 action and we've made our way all the way to here, the winner bracket finals. We get to finally find out which is going to be the first America team to get a spot here at the Summit Land. In this matchup, it's going to feature Evil Geniuses, the heavy favorites across this whole bracket, now going toe-to-toe, which some could consider the next best contender, and not today. We'll bring you the coverage. It's going to be myself, Kyle Guy, but I'm not going at it alone. I got my good buddy Mott joining me remotely here, and Mott, the paper says it's a 92% odds favorite for Evil Geniuses. Do you think Not Today can pull out any sort of upset here, at least take a game, or do you think Evil Geniuses are just too good and they'll be able to execute whatever they want?
I think Not Today absolutely can take a game. Can they take a series? That remains to be seen. I think Not Today is a very solid lineup. Obviously, there's a lot of the line. They were here at the Summit last time around. They were able to get through that bracket, the American Qualifiers, and well, they're going to try their best. They're going to try their damnedest to get through Evil Geniuses. And like you mentioned, the heavy favorites here. Evil Geniuses experimenting with a lot of different picks, a lot of different interesting heroes coming out. We've seen a lot of the offlane morphling for Universe. So they're kind of just in this, like, I think, experimentation phase, but they do have a couple of heroes they love to play. Zeus, middle for Sumail, is one of them. I've seen them play it so often. That seems to be one of his go-to heroes on top of the Shadow Fiend and the Storm. Those three heroes, plus I guess the Lena here and there, if they could get that for Sumail, they absolutely will. For Not Today, they've been experimenting with sending Ifrit mid, they've been experimenting with sending Smash mid, but those are pretty much your 1 and 2 right there, Smash and Ifrit. I've even seen Smash in the off lane, but they grabbed the Bat Rider up for Not Today, a pretty solid choice for them. Evil Geniuses, what are they going to get to maybe support or maybe just... what are they going to grab here with their second pick as they have it?
I feel like when they go, dang it, I was going to say that. Oh, God, Mott, I hate when this happens. Like, I was just ready to get a build up here. And I'm just going to go as if I didn't see the Night Stalker picked. What I was going to say was that typically Evil Geniuses, when they go and invest in something like the Zeus, they don't go for just the Zeus alone. They like other pickups that can really control the map and really, you know, kind of set the tempo. If it's not going to be a Bat Rider, which was already picked up from Not Today, we could be seeing a Night Stalker pop up at some point. And, well, lo and behold, they're not going to wait too long to get it. It's their second grab.
5 seconds
remain. Yeah, this is just part of the whole bread and butter where you can just have all of that extra vision and you prevent good initiators like a Bat Rider, let's say, from feeling comfortable in their own skin, and that could prove to be a bit of a problem. So Not Today really need to figure out what their answer might be to just take it back to them. Look for also Evil Genius on top of this, really take advantage of that nighttime, even with their core pickup. They've ran a Luna recently as well, just because of the night vision she also offers. She's great at pushing, split pushing. It's a good grab for Fear. Also, a Slark is something else they could consider. So something to check out. For Not Today, though, they get a good solid grab in their Bat Rider. They can get a support Skywrath Mage, a Witch Doctor, something that can really take advantage of the lockdown that he can bring. But before that, they got to establish their mid-lane game to go against potentially the Zeus here, and it's going to be the Shadow Fiend.
So we have this classic matchup where neither hero is going to get denied early. Zeus is going to get last hits without any real problem, at least until a couple minutes in. Shadow Fiend will maybe get some last hits with Raze or his right click, but nobody's going to get denied here. So Shadow Fiend will find his farm, no problem. Zeus will be able to find his early farm as well. Maybe gets denied once a couple of Necromancer stacks get up. Shadow Fiend's, he doesn't really have a bad matchup in the game at this point because of Raze and how you can use it, but Zeus does do okay with the Arc Lightning. You can spam out Lightning Bolt. You can get a couple of rotations, and Night Stalker even can rotate early on at nighttime at like the 4-minute mark, and which, I mean, Night Stalker and Zeus, you've talked about it, they give so much vision. The True Sight, you get like an Aghanim Scepter on the Night Stalker and then the Lightning Bolt for Zeus to make sure you have complete control over vision. Like you talked about, I mean, I would love to see a Luna. I'm a big fan of that hero. That hero is amazing, I think, and she's one of my favorite to play, but maybe they go for something else. Troll's not available. They've been picking Troll like all the time for Evil Geniuses for Fear if they can get him, but instead they ban it out this time. They also ban Earthshaker, which again could have been another PPD hero. They also ban out Spectre. TA banned out for Not Today. So they're thinking this is a support Zeus, and I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a
5
mid lane.
seconds.
I mean,
Hurry,
Sumail has played
hurry.
this so often in the past couple of weeks. So
I mean, if they're looking at real recent
Reserve
matches,
time.
Sumail did play TA not long ago in that mid lane, even with Mask of Madness, just to really get the most out of that right click. But yeah, I think it's a bit risky to throw out a ban like that. I mean, Evil Geniuses, more often than not, they give Sumail that Zeus mid lane. He continues to perform. And just a side note, you know, coming into this matchup, Not Today did win the coin flip, and they chose Radiant side, but PPD is like, I'm not going to take first pick. I'm going to take second pick. So Not Today had the benefit of not only getting the side they chose, but the first pick as well. You know, just a nice little extra bit of information that many people out there don't get to see, and maybe something that PPD is looking to utilize. It could be mind games. It could be that you know, opening up with the 1-2 punch is more important to them.
He's getting in their head,
you know, or getting their head even. So there's a lot there to put behind it. Lion's going to be the third pick up here. This is looking actually pretty similar to their
the same draft
old, yeah, that they did with the previous Zeus Night Stalker get up that they had. So that's funny.
They did this against Boreal Esports in game 2. Was a 20-minute game. It started off, I don't know if it started off with these exact picks, but it definitely had Zeus, Night Stalker, and Lion. Luna's still available. Venge is not, so it can't be the exact same lineup for Evil Geniuses because they had the Venge in that game. But Luna's still available if they want it. So
they'll just get like a Dazzle. I mean, what if they're going to do what they did last time is they had Universe rep the Night Stalker. Night Stalker on his own, the offlane, is not that great. You need a +1 there. So
reserve time.
If you can't have access to a Vengeful Spirit, they could always get something else. I mean, PPD plays a wealth of defensive heroes. You know, a Treant Protector. Treant Protector, yeah. Dazzle, Abaddon. They just need to have a +1 if this is indeed going to be a offlane Night Stalker. But then again, it's EG. They're Evil Geniuses. It's to the name. They could change things up and make it a 4-position Night Stalker. They could make it a support Zeus. We have to consider all of our options here, but if we're just going based on recent history, it's probably going to be a defensive support pickup here, and then they'll save their 5th pick for Fear, which last time it was the Luna. Now on the side of Not Today, though, they get up their first support of the draft. They get the Witch Doctor here. So we haven't seen it yet today, and we already know what he can do. He can be a devastating factor in the team fights with that Death Ward. And it looks like Evil Geniuses are not going to wait too long. They're just going to get the Luna right here and now, Mont.
Yeah, this is, I like this. This is exciting. Honestly, we rarely get to see Luna. She's one of those heroes that can farm very quickly. Her ability to lane it's not been as good as when she was a monster a couple, you know, like a year or two ago, months ago. She used to be one of the best laners, and they nerfed her agility gain. The damage that you do now is a bit limited in lane. You have to really kind of wait for your Lucent Beam. Dual lanes are like that's.
5 seconds.
It's going to be kind of interesting to see if Not Today decide to go for like an aggro or something like that. They have the Witch Doctor. And they go for the sniper as well. Oh, dear.
How did a sniper make his way so far into the draft to just now be acknowledged? I mean, I guess it's something you don't anticipate with the Shadow Fiend already being picked up. So this is either a safe lane farming Shadow Fiend or a safe lane farming sniper. Definitely something a bit unorthodox here from Not Today, but maybe that's what you need to do.
I think safe lane Sniper is a bit better than safe lane Shadow Fiend. Sniper doesn't really need to get a bottle. Shadow Fiend controlling runes and getting to the jungle seems to. I mean, you could go either way, honestly. It doesn't really matter. I think they're probably going to give Shadow Fiend mid though, and they give safe lane Sniper, and then you have to like say, okay, well, what's our last support? We need to keep our Sniper safe. We have to have maybe a little bit more initiation, harder stun, maybe some more zoning. Also. I feel like you could go aggro trialing with Sniper, but it'd be a terrible idea, so forget that. I was going to say maybe that was a possibility, but no. I mean, it's just too difficult. And Omni Knight ban, which I think is very smart up against a Night Stalker dual lane like we talked about. I think Omni Knight's pretty good against that, so...
Yeah, Not Today. The one thing they are lacking, though, is some, like, good, meaty frontliner, though. I mean, you have Batrider lead things off, of course, but outside of that, they're pretty frail and flimsy, but they need a secondary support. So the first thing that pops into my mind is, like, an Ogre. You know, you get an extra bit of stun. He is a support technically. He can be an Enforcer. He can be the one to kind of soak in the early bits of damage. It's just a matter of seeing what kind of suits the needs here for Not Today. Final ban, though, is on their side. They anticipate this could be the PPD/Owie pickup here. They could go greedy with the secondary support and still grab something like an Enigma for Owie and have PPD do the Lion. But most likely, I anticipate something to run side by side with the Night Stalker in the off lane here, which, as we already pointed out, could be the Dazzle, could be the Abaddon. We'll have to see if anything else is popping out to me, but like I said, they could always change things up here at the end. We'll have to find out.
They're really thinking that
it's a
this is going to be
Yeah.
a Sumail, not like this is going to be a Sumail hero right here, and I just don't know if that's the case.
Hurry,
I think this is
hurry.
PPD's hero, but we'll see. You can go support Zeus. I think they've done that before, but they clearly value Zeus very highly. And I think if they pick him first like they have, then they have a goal in mind already with the hero, and I think that is mid. And the games that I've seen Sumail play Zeus have been outstanding. So I'd be very surprised to see anything other than a support picked up here. And Not Today might have missed the mark entirely, but maybe I'm not giving them enough credit.
Well,
For Not Today, I agree they do need that tanky frontliner. I just don't know what it's going to be. They have to get a support, though.
If it is Shadow Fiend mid, I mean, Sumail has plenty of experience going toe-to-toe with his Zeus against a Shadow Fiend. So
yeah,
I don't think they're going to be scared of that
not bad
matchup
either.
at all. And yeah, and it's good against Sniper here. Beastmaster is something else that PPD has ran in a support position. I don't know how much real defense it offers or how much aid it could do with something like a Night Stalker. It's just trying to casually throw out the options here. But I wager PPD knows what he already wants. He just wants to run down the clock here. I don't see a situation where he really is puzzled at this point as far as how he wants to round things out.
The longer they're waiting, makes me feel like they're not going to go Zeus mid, but they're going to switch gears right at the end here. Yeah, all right, that's Zeus mid. Okay, this is a hero that PPD loves to pick, but like it almost never works out. It feels like that this hero I don't know what the problem is.
It
He's
works
too
great
easily
for Cloud9
disabled.
in the hands of someone like Misery, but yeah, I think this is just what they kind of needed. I'm anticipating like a dual lane setup, maybe throw Luna Lion there at the top, Bane and Night Stalker at the bottom, or Lion Night Stalker at the bottom, and let Sumail do his thing in the mid lane. But now that Not Today get to see the full lineup here from Evil Geniuses, they're missing that secondary support. I put the call out for maybe something like an Ogre or Jakiro, maybe a beefy frontline kind of support who could still offer a little bit of CC. I don't know if it's
go
in their
like
best...
Jungle Enigma too, maybe, but then again, you have to go. That's the problem with that is that you have to go against that dual lane like you talked about. It's almost certainly a dual lane from Evil Geniuses. So, okay, that's fine. That works well. You have the armor. You're pretty tanky. You provide hammer fists. You do a decent amount of damage. PPD knows a lot about this hero though, so I think he should know what to expect. But this does give Sniper a little bit more room to work with and keep him alive. Same with the Shadow Fiend, but they'll probably be providing this for the Sniper more than anything, just to keep him alive if he gets got on.
I mean,
I like the draft, though.
If he somehow gets an Agdam Scepter to counterbat the lack of vision they will eventually have, I guess the eyes could help there, but already being picked up here from Mystico, it just leads me to believe it's very passive tree. You do have to get your levels. I mean, gold isn't the utmost importance unless you are doing that core tree where you want a median Ags, but you just want to get to that level 7. Get that level 4 living armor. Be there to help out. Evil Geniuses do have a lineup that likes to get pretty proactive early, and Tree's a really good candidate to have so you can prevent them from getting that early aggression out there. I mean, they may kind of commit to dive. The next thing you know, they have a living armor, and just you're missing those 2 extra auto attacks from finishing them off, and they can quickly pull out a good counter fight. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here. But here we go, folks. It is going to be our first round here of this best of 3 matchup, the winner bracket finals between Not Today and Evil Geniuses. Winner comes here to the Beyond the Summit house to compete at the LAN. The loser is going to have to go through one more series, and that will be against Complexity. I'll lead out introductions on your Dire side. We got the captain, PPD. He's going to be playing your Bane. Just behind, we got B Rabbit. This is apparently Sumail's new name that he just changed. Could be temporarily. 8 Mile, I assume it's from the movie 8 Mile. Mott came out in 2002. That would mean Sumail was 3 years old. When, so I guess, you know, when you're 3, you know exactly who your role models are. So B-Rabbit for him. I couldn't help but give him a little bit of extra jab for that one. Owie, you know, one of the smartest Dota players in the game. He's going to be playing your support Lion. And that means, last but not least, we got Fear, who's going to be playing your Luna.
On the side of Not Today, down bottom, the Peruvian squad, as they're looking to try and get to the BTS house here. They were there last year. Can they do it this year? I don't think it's best of 5. I'm pretty sure it's best 3. But anyways, for Not Today, we have down bottom Stinger-03 on your Witch Doctor. It's going to be Ifrit playing the Sniper, Smash playing the Shadow Fiend, going for the early Wraith Band. Looks like he'll be going mid, looking to get that bounty rune up as quickly as possible. Mystico on the Treant Protector with 8 tangos, by the way. And that leaves top lane, your off-lane Batrider. It's going to be Van. And that'll be your Not Today lineup And we enter here this best-of-3 series.
Yeah.
Evil Genius is not going for the dual lanes just yet. They send PPD mid. He'll probably enfeeble and then head out quickly. So
he's just going to help Sumail guarantee a nice early advantage here in the laning phase against a hero like Shadow Fiend, which he would love to have. And then with that bit of a power curve, Zeus is one of the best heroes to take advantage of that and really punish the other mid laner. Smash wants nothing to do with the lane, nothing to do with PPD, so PPD's doing a great job here. But they might try to punish Universe, who has no support now in the bottom lane. They get an early lead seed, and the Coconut does lock him down, but it's not going to be enough to finish him off. He simply will eat a tango and just kind of get pushed back and away. I understand that some of the other casters and spectators are a little confused, as we did have a best-of-5, I believe, winner bracket final for Europe, but for America, it is a best-of-3. I told them and clarified it. Everyone knows, and based on the indicator above, it is a best-of-3.
Universe down bottom. This is... He doesn't have mana to leech seed. He's just going to get punched again. This is the problem with Terrain Protector, is that you have, like, enough mana to leech seed after you wait after your first leech seed. Your mana, you have mana issues, essentially, on Terrain Protector early on in the game, which is why, like, getting Arcanes is very important early on in the game for him, even as a support. So it might be tough. Also, they are leaving Universe down bottom alone. They realize that maybe a dual lane in this situation might be fruitless and that they'll lose heroes, maybe get first blooded, and it's just not going to be easy.
Uh-oh, PPD looking to come in from behind, gets the sleep, they'll reposition here, and they followed up with the Earth Spike. Van tries to retreat to the left-hand side, auto attack, you need about 1 or 2 more. He's got a TP, but he's not going anywhere. Your first blood comes from a Lucent Beam from Fear. EG do strike first, and they get that nice little bonus bounty there for the first blood.
Yeah, that's huge for Fear. Smash, and Sumail going toe-to-toe. Smash sticking up, but he's in trouble. The raise! It's not enough damage. He was at 20 HP. Sumail knew exactly how much damage he could take and dishes it back out. Kills Smash. It's not often you see a Shadow Fiend and Zeus go toe-to-toe to death at 2 minutes in, but that's the case for the Rapid, or Sumail, who now gets his boots. He also has a haste rune bottled up. What a start.
He was not even phased. There was not like a brief like double back, like, ooh, maybe this might not work out. He was like, I'm in it to win it. I know. I mean, maybe he did calculate it, maybe not, but it pays off for the better as he just kind of mans up right there and takes Smash down. And that's even more of an early bonus that he gets after already PPD was helping him out with that first wave or so. So your Zeus looking pretty strong here. You got Luna, who got the first blood there at the top. Bottom lane, you know, it is going pretty well here for NoT today, given the fact that they have been able to punish Universe a little bit without having that support. But if you look at the Creequilibrium, it's in Universe's favor. It's very close to the tower. He continues to draw the aggro even closer to it, so he's not missing out on too much as far as XP. He's trying to get to level 3, but this could be a lot worse for a solo Night Stalker.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of creeps denied, but he's getting some last hits and some creeps that aren't denied as well. He's level 3, so it's not bad. But he's not a Bat Rider. He can't just go to the jungle. He really has to wait till that nighttime, and that's where he's going to thrive. And hopefully he can get a couple of levels in the meantime. But Sniper is doing a really good job at getting 19 last hits. It's not easy to CS with this hero early. He has 2 Wraith Bands, so he's got about 60-ish damage. Now he'll Shrapnel equip the creep wave, and Misko is just going to stick by him, throw up a Living Armor occasionally, and just try to keep him alive. So it's okay so far for NoT today. And, I mean, they lost 2 heroes, yes, but they have the potential to just come back to jungle with Smash as well as Van, so they have that luxury.
And it's feeling like here that EG are in preparation for this first Nightfall. We see a smoke that's been purchased up rather from Owie. He's currently scouting out the DD room here at the top lane. But we'll see if Universe looks to try to get involved now that the Nightfall has come. For now, though, he just kind of remains to plant himself here on the bottom. And it looks like Sumail will be able to bottle up that double damage there at the top. So he heads back towards this mid lane. And, you know, all the meanwhile, Fear, uncontested farm for him. It looks like he's going to be going right for the Helm of the Dominator, as he already has the Iron Will right there. And for the off-lane get-up here from NoT today, your Bat Rider, who's back on jungle duty, is just trying to blitz forward and get that Blink Dagger. Uh-oh, Rabbit. He's going to be able to hop away from this one. Lots of right-click damage to Fly. The cask was there, but he balls up, and they try to snipe him, but he goes the other way. He is going to be A-okay.
I can't believe he lived. He should be dead right now. And somehow he stays alive, and he's going to come back and land. He's like, oh, Arclight, listen, I'm not afraid of you at all. Come on. Do I look like I'm afraid? He has his Zeus ult, by the way, too. He is out of mana. He can't use it, nor did he have the damage to kill Smash. But he's diving, man.
Uh-oh.
Maybe too far.
Yeah, cast comes. Oh, it hits him a second time as well. And the tower auto attack. There's going to be one raise, but again, he's going to be able to slip away. Man.
Zeus, by the way. This is not some mobile hero like Qualifier who could just blink. This is a Zeus with 345 move speed plus boots. Not the most mobile hero, and it's actually just a short little guy, so.
He's taking the hero to its limits right here with its ballsy play, so. And it's proven to be quite fruitful here for Sumail, so he will head back as he's used all of his bottle, and he's obviously gotten his ass beat, so he'll have to heal up quite a bit. But look at the bottom lane here. They do want to use that Nightfall. Here's Universe charging on 4, but they already are running back. They're going to settle for the tree here, who has no Nature's Guide, so nowhere to hide right here. They follow it up with a stun. He puts that sniper to sleep. They're not going to look for a follow-up second kill. They'll just walk away from one shrapnel. PPD, eating a lot of damage. Universe says, don't come any closer. And they'll just be able to walk away with the one-man gank and takedown. So successful smoke, successful movement from the bottom lane for Evil Geniuses.
That's not the hero they wanted, obviously. Sniper the bigger target, but a kill's a kill at this point. And getting Universe anything is very important. Eclipse top lane, Misco might fall. One more right click to do the job for Fear. He'll get it. That's the kill. Now under the tower, he already bought up his Summon the Dominator. That TP took forever for the Witch Doctor. Couldn't get there in time. Fear escapes, assassinated the poor Tree and Protector, and up to 45 CS as well. And he just heads back to the lane to CS. He's armed and afraid.
Oh, man. So Fear, I mean, the RNG at first seemed to be a bit wishy-washy for him on how many beams he was going to be able to connect, but it's just enough for him to just charge on forward and finish things off. EG still continue to look very strong here, now up to a 4-1 advantage here. Sumail now at level 7. So already put his Thunder Gods to use to help, I assume, with that top lane burst down, but okay. Look at this, not today. They want to make something happen. They creep forward. They get the cask. Already a TP to come here, but Fear is just way too fast.
He's too fast.
Too fast, too furious. Fear makes it away.
Luna has 342 move speed, and even with sticky napalm, it's not really an issue. So if you have 380 went without it, and he just, as soon as that cast came out, he bounced immediately, and he just got out of there. So good stuff from Fear to stay alive. I really like the idea from NoT today to try to get this kill early, but it just wasn't meant to. I mean, you really need this point tagger for Vanda to really secure that kill 100%. He's not far off, so he's going to have a pretty decently timed blink, although no bottle, no tranquil, so not the best. And they are just going to leave the sniper alone bottom now. Ifrit is just not getting help. They realize that he has 3 points in shrapnel as the take aim as well, so he'll be fine on his own for the time being.
Yeah, he gets to settle back into the lane and just deal with the CS under the tower. Universe, who had a little bit of soul time there, not quite level 6 yet. Gonna ball up that rune there at the bottom, but we'll keep eyes on top as Aoi rotating in to land the stun here. Leads in with the Hex. Not gonna look to follow it up. Knows that Witch Doctor was kind of around, and they just might have not been in the appropriate position to follow through with anything. So they'll step back and just kind of keep NoT today in check here.
Yeah, we have to see how Smash is doing mid. He is going to be going for what we saw the other game with Leviathan and Shibby. He's going to be picking up his neck. He might die. Zeusol comes out. That lightning bolt damage is no joke early on in the game. Was not anticipating that, but easy kill for Sumail.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, you just give someone like Zeus in the hands of Sumail an inch, and he will take advantage of that inch. I mean, just a little poke here and there. A casual lightning bolt seems like a bit of harassment. But then all of a sudden he unleashes his fury, and you have no life to fall back on. And he even had the invis bottled up, maybe trying to quickly spout it out. But against a Zeus, that's just no matter. So this is Sumail now taking it to Smash. Maybe you're Pastor, but it looks like Sumail doesn't care about that crap. Oh, actually almost takes down Witch Doctor as well. Very
that casual voodoo restoration, man, it's helping him out. I think EG have done a lot in this first night. Now that it's 9 minutes in, they've gotten a bit of a lead. Smash going down has been the biggest issue. He should be more farmed than he is. The problem is that he can't stay alive to go farm these jungle camps, or he just can't get room to work with. Batrider's out of the jungle now, so he has, you know, time. He can head to the jungle now without any real issue. They also have a smoke behind him. And Sumail might be the target here, and a big one at that. They're going to wrap around. Van, this should be a kill. I'd be very surprised to see Sumail right here.
There's the grab. Nice little pullback, no rotation from anyone on AG, and it's going to be a successful smoke gank, one they desperately need at this point to take down that prize target in the Zeus. They do commit 4 for it, but that does get everyone a little bit involved, and NoT today are just happy to bring another kill on their side.
I mean, you have to stop him from snowballing Because that's, I mean, Zeus, like, he can snowball and pretty well, actually. He can just get a couple of items up, maybe go for a Midas. Sumail's build varies from game to game. He goes for some crazy stuff, and that might be the same here in this game. He picks up the early null tally, has the arcanes. I've seen him go like bots in this hero, like early on in the game, and it's actually paid off. But they're gonna go in on Smash. They're gonna find him. The Lucid Beam, the Hex is up. The Air Spike as well. The Lightning Bolt, Smash staying alive, but the Zeus ult comes through. The Thunder God's Wrath, more than enough for Sumail to secure the kill. And not often you see a Luna rotate mid for a kill at 10 minutes in, but Fear will go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it just seemed like very convenient for them. Luna was probably farming the jungle nearby, but Aoi had this sweet, delicious haste rune, and he's like, we can make something happen here. And sure enough, it doesn't take that much effort. Good assist there from Aoi to kind of lead out the front and get the early CC in. Meanwhile, for the other side, they put a lot of value in getting that Treant Protector some early XP and get to that level 7, so you can get that living armor maxed up all the way, plus have the utility of using an Overgrowth for any potential turnaround fight. So he's going to work with what he can. Can't find CS, but he's just here to soak in some XP. On the other side, PPD already level 6 on his Bane. Now we got Fiend's Grip to work with kids, and he wants to put it to use. Oh, can't get close enough to the tree. Thankfully, he has those boots to walk away.
Another smoke gank from NoT today. This time they do have the Death Ward for Stinger. Will they find PPD? There's a lot of Observer Wards here. There's 2 Radiant Observer Wards in the same location, pretty much. They're going to find AUIs. They're going to lasso him. They're going to Death Ward him. And AUI's just like, well, I guess I'm not getting my Blink anytime soon. I'm dead.
Yep. Gets put in check. Another good grab. It cost them 2 ultimates, but it's a smoke. Well worth it. I'm sure they would like to get a more valued target in something like your Luna, but they'll have to settle with that for now, because they need to take advantage of these kind of initiation plays while they got it. Because the longer the game goes, and Universe, who's been farming pretty diligently here in the bottom lane, suddenly hasn't earned, and it's Nightfall once again.
And they smoked right as night hit. That was really good timing too, but I don't know if they'll be able to find a kill. They're heading to the jungle, but if it's actually in lane, they see that. They're going to ping him clearly. They see the courier as well. Smoke's about to dissipate here in just a moment. Fear will stay in the jungle. The courier not spotting out these heroes. What are they going to do? Well, they see Van, though. They know he's over there.
Who do they value more? Van, who's now farming up the jungle, trying to go towards a 4-staff. There's going to be a Lucent Beam. Fear wants to get close for maybe a potential Eclipse, but he just flies over the high road there, gets a little bit of living armor, and will walk on away. EG, though, persistent. Even though their smoke gank doesn't technically end up being too fruitful for him, they want to walk away with something here. Casual N.
Probably no. I don't know. I don't know what was not happening, but you know, he's just throwing it out there. And by the way, Ifrit goes for an early Sange. I wanted to point that out.
Oh yeah, I saw that as well. Putting more value into just having more HP, because you know, it's without a doubt there's probably going to be some trouble coming his way. There is trouble nearby. PPD yet to really debut his Fiend's Grip.
Top lane.
Let's see. Top lane. Lasso pullback onto Aoi. Does get the finger off.
Oh my god.
Zeus ultimate almost finishes off your Bat Rider, but he is able to barely make it away. Now gets the living armor to secure it. Meanwhile, mid lane, smashing some hefty harassment. Looks like Stinger will interject, throws out the cask, and slows him down quite a bit. EG coming up short again, just by a little bit here. Not today. Pick up a couple of back-to-back kills, and are now at 4-6 here to match up with EG.
Right now, for both teams, it's really valuing. It's just trying to get those carries. I mean, Sumail's important, yes, but I think Luna, who has the highest net worth, is going to be a big target to bring down and stop her from farming. Fear is having such a good game so far. And Ifrit, the same could be said for NoT today's Ifrit. He's got his Sange, he's 82 last hits, hasn't died. It's 2 kills, in fact. And he's getting closer and closer to that SMY. He's not quite there yet. He's still a ways away. But he gets to that SMY, and you can't find a way to initiate onto him. And all of a sudden, this guy starts taking over the game, as we've seen so often. The ho-ho-ha-ha bullshit that happens almost every pub game is going to happen again. So
it's in your nightmares. It's in your dreams. You go to sleep, all you hear is the freaking, ooh, ah, shrapnel. And next thing you know, you can't break the freaking base because he's just so little and tiny, and you can't get a hold of the
God, I've had a nightmare about Sniper before.
It's ridiculous, but you know, we'll see. EG looking to have an answer for it. Van by his side here on the bottom for now, but for quite a while it seems like evil geniuses who have been stationing themselves inside the Not Today jungle, they have a ward here to Sentry. It's not going to scout out either of the obs wards here from EG.
God. Stinger, please.
Ooh,
no, don't want it there.
They actually don't want it. They see Bat, they want to go for him. And they will. First to come on through, living armor helps him for now, but it's not going to be enough. Death Ward going to be committed here. Their Stinger dissipates between the two. Universe going to bump out the ultimate there in hopes of a safe escape. Smash put to sleep. Here comes the shrapnel for Sniper. Assassinate. It's going to connect on the PPD. Zoning Earthspike not going to connect, but it slows them down for now. Meanwhile, Universe, who's been kind of the man left behind. With Fear now, though, the Eclipse going to be unleashed, and they take down Stinger. Smash unleashes the Requiem. Does not get anyone down. Does get the snipe with the raise on the PPD, but he could lose his own life and will lose his own life. Mudgolem, he's hoping for maybe a deny, but it's Fear who gets that kill as well. Now 3-0 on his Luna, and he promptly picks up a Blink Dagger.
And Universe was able to snipe off the courier right here. I'm not sure what it was doing there or who brought the item. I don't know who got the item, but whoever did just killed the courier. So Universe gets an extra bit of gold there as well coming up for his team. So EG not only win the fight, but they get more than they probably should have. And that's going to be huge.
They're going to get a return kill here. Leap in lasso to pull back the Rabbit. Zeus getting out as much burst damage as possible. Expected to be brought down right now, and it will be. Ifrit gets that kill. He's on a killing spree on his sniper, and he's pretty damn close to finishing out his SNY.
Yeah,
Not today. Seemed to kind of have a nice little retort each time EG gets something going.
And that's big because Sumail was very close to finishing up his Bloodstone. He actually just needs the recipe, I believe. He has the Soul Ring, he has the Soul Booster. This is his build. He loves to go for, I think it's Bloodstone into Ags or Bloodstone into a number of items. PPD is going to get assassinated. Nah, they cancel the animation. He's not going to go for it. And yeah, Ifrit he's really going to have to step up this game because Smash isn't maybe having the impact they want, but then again, it's a Shadow Fiend. He should be able to have an impact later on down the road, even if he doesn't have an impact now. Van has gotten a couple of really good blinks, but he needs his 4 staff desperately, and it's daytime now, so not today either. You can try to split up and farm a bit more safely, or go for a kill, which maybe is what they're doing top lane.
Alright, TP to come, Fear.
That's a Blink Dagger Luna. Wow.
Yeah. Just immediately says, I'm not going to stick around. Moves on back, and they will barely be able to save this tier 1 tower. They have the tree, so they'll try to just rejuvenate it as much as possible, and it is interesting to see, not today, they put the farm priority between the two supports on the Mysticow and his tree. He's already got a point booster here. He is trying to counter back the lack of vision that EG want to put out there with getting the Agnum Scepter here, and just getting those eyes up as soon as possible.
Well, the thing about Terrain Protectors, what else do you really need? Like, I talked about Arcane Boots. I thought that they might be picked up for Mystico, but, like, what else do you need for itemization on a Terrain Protector?
Not a lot.
Not really anything. I think Hacks is probably the best bet. They'll smoke up. They're going to Nature's Guise Vandy's going to look for a pickoff. Evil Geniuses, if he had Zeus ulted there, then...
No, he faked it.
Yeah, he didn't use it, but they're playing very passively regardless. Yeah. They are not willing to get caught out here.
There is a lot of Not Today members missing from the map, and we do not want to risk being caught out. But they are going to make the committee dive. You see the two. Jump in, lasso on a PPD. Owie trying to get something off. Gets brought down from the ward. It's a quick 1-2 punch from Not Today. EG run right back in. Unleashed the Zeus ult and the Eclipse. They managed to snag one. It's Fear now dominating. But that's only a 1 support takedown in the exchange for Not Today being able to grab 2. Nice movement from them. They get the best of this trade, and they get about a 1k boost their way.
That is just 2 supports in a bad position, getting caught out by a Casket of Death Ward. That could have been, honestly, if they had like 2 heroes there instead of all 5, they still get those kills because of Death Ward and how much damage he did. EG did a nice job, though, making sure they get a return kill. Shrapnel's going to give them vision, and Not Today are not looking to fight. There's so much vision on the side of Evil Geniuses, and they need to be careful. Stinger almost goes down. Zeus ult not available, so he can't quite get the kill, but I think this is an okay position for Not Today. I mean, they do really have to stop Fear. Fear is becoming a monster. We've talked about Godzilla Luna before. He's getting there, but other than that, Not Today have both Ifrit, who just finished up the SNY, and now the mech on Smash, plus maybe another item soon. They have damage. They can deal with the Evil Geniuses lineup.
They really wanted to try to maybe snag that ancient stack, but strong defense from EG and Sumail really pushing forward with that. Zeus forces Not Today to step back and go back to their farming rotation. It looks like EG are going to be able to secure the bottom tier 1 tower here. Not going to get last hit, but just shared amongst all, and now they're going to smoke up and move forward. 20-minute mark is about to strike, and that is going to be nightfall here. So they time another good smoke here around the night, and they want to go towards mid lane. No one there now, but Van and Stinger are en route.
Fear's going to get the bottom tier 2 tower, or he's going to get the bottom lane to farm at least. Misko's nearby. Fear's playing very aggressive, getting Manta out of any sort of initiation if he's careful. But
yeah, they got the void there. A couple of right clicks. He tries to get forced away and saved from Van, but there's the finger from downtown. It's Owie who does connect. Now they walk back.
How is that such
away.
A long range?
Yeah, I don't know. Hacks.
Dude, like, that's like the third finger we've seen tonight that's like, it shouldn't hit, but, well, all right, whatever.
He fakes a couple of times there with the Leech Seed, and he'll pull back and away. Almost has his next component towards that ag, so he'll start healing up this tower.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Evil Genius is just happy to walk away with a little bit of winnings, and they'll take away the Not Today jungle farm for themselves. And they seem to be just controlling the economy a bit more. Right now, they have a net worth advantage about 5K. XP, neck and neck with that. So still in a very comfortable position. Sumail on his Zeus, 9 charges on the Bloodstone, and 1,500 gold saved up towards whatever that next item might be. Whatever it's the Agnums, whatever else. He's on good pace for it.
What I'm worried about for Not Today right now is, you see how like they were all bottom, they all TP'd in, and they kind of just had to go together. This is the biggest problem during nighttime, is they kind of have to stay together. They can't split up and farm really, and it's really the nighttime that's going to be the biggest bane, I think, no pun intended, of Not Today's existence at this point in time. So they have to find some way to be either more aggressive during nighttime, they have to find kills, or they just have to find farm without, you know, being too scared. They might be able to find this tier 1 tower. There's a glyph for it, but I don't think EG defend this. I think they're okay with just farming the map right now and not going bottom.
Yeah, this does remove those 2 crucial access points from the side of EG, the mid lane tier 1 and now this bottom tier 1. So if Not Today felt comfortable with creating a little bit of extra space, they can always sneak in and go for the Roche. They have a formidable Roche lineup. EG's Roche lineup is, I don't want to say lackluster, but not as potent. So we'll have to see, but they are not stopping them yet. They are pushing towards this tier 2. There will be the Zeus ultimate. Not enough to scare them back. Leader Restoration keeps them sustained and in place. They're going to throw out the cask, and now they have to get the hell out of there. EG looking to catch him on the way out, though. Nightfall does come. Very nice. Root right there, blocks the 2, but he can pay with his life. Feeds Rip on the smash, tries to get the Requiem, but goes down to the Eclipse from Fear, and they followed up with a takedown on the Mystical as well. It's going to be 3 casualties on the side of Not Today. EG lose no one, and they don't even lose their tier 2. And with that kind of a takedown, they're going to follow it up with a Roche.
Yeah, too mid for Not Today. There just wasn't a chance. They need to have a better, you know, they have to have a better plan to back at some point in time, and that just was. They really wanted that tower, but that is not worth it. That 3 for nothing trade is 100%, because now you get Roche at the back end of this, and what you were talking about, taking those access points away from Evil Geniuses, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, they're in Roche already, they're taking Roche. So Not Today, they go a bit too hard for the tier 2 tower, and that actually punishes them pretty heavily. Now there's an Aegis on Fear. He's a Manta-style Blink Dagger, 4.5k. He could go for like a Butterfly next if he wants to. BKB, maybe. Who knows? They have so much farm at this point.
The universe has an Aghanim Scepter. Just out of nowhere, it seems like. Suddenly he's just going to be this nighttime tirade. And with its new change to the darkness, not freezing time anymore, as long as you time it out, use it during the day, you can restrict the daylight altogether down to, I know they're each like little segments, but it's like a total of 1 minute 30 seconds of daylight at all that could be out there. So just that's that much more restricted vision from not just Not Today's heroes, but their wards as well just are not going to be as strong. And I think at this point, Evil Genius has got to feel pretty damn comfortable. And for now, they'll farm up the top. It's Not Today who feel a bit more pressure on what they've done. They blink in, they get a nice lasso on the field. He doesn't have the Aegis, so they have to press him down twice. But he's going to pop his BKB and look to man up here. No Eclipse. And now, after they root him down, they want to right click him home. And they can't even take him yet. Finally, they get him down. They lose their tree. Death Ward does go down from Stinger, but he could pay with his life. Throws out the cask, and he will go down. So what started as a gank attempt there onto Fear, it's just a simple Aegis in exchange for 2 lives. Not very profitable there for Not Today.
And it was looking really good, too, at the beginning of that gank, because he used his Manta BKB, and then the Overgrowth hadn't been used yet, so he popped the Overgrowth that kept Fear in place, but he just don't have the damage at this point. We're talking about a sniper who has SNY, and he's going BKB. And the problem with this build is that you just don't have the damage, where if you go for like a Maelstrom instead of the BKB, maybe you have a bit more to work with. Still, though, they get the Aegis, but like you said, for 2 heroes, it's not worth it again, and EG now, they have a gem of their own, so they're going to be able to find out these wards of their jungle. They're going to take the top tier 1 tower, which has been kind of an issue for EG, as they've kind of had their jungle invaded a couple of times. But Evil Geniuses will take the tier 1 tower. I don't see NoT today defending this specifically because Ifrit as well as Smash are not there, and this tier 1 should fall.
They're trying their best to heal it up there with the living armor, but there goes the darkness, and that could make NoT today feel a little bit uneasy. They don't even bother with any sort of defense. The tier 1 will go down. And EG continue to thrive even further, now at the 10K net worth advantage. Just goes to show Evil Geniuses, man. Some may say they're on a whole other level. This is NoT today, who look very good against all the other opponents. And they're going to go bottom lane for Sumail. He gets off some good burst damage. Who's going to be the Yule's Requiem to follow?
Oh, he denied.
And he gets to deny at the last second. Man, quick retort right there. Sumail has been one of the pioneers for your Yule Shadow Fiend. Gives him a little bit of a funky taste right there at the end.
He's like, I know what you're trying to do, man. But I have a Bloodstone, so yeah, good luck with that. And on top of that, he respawned instantly. He bots top. He was bottom a second ago. He's top now.
What the hell? Yeah.
This guy really is immortal or something.
Instant transmission up to the top one to make it work, I guess, for now.
Nice.
And well, these charges down to 9, not terrible, and he's on the way towards an Aghanim Scepter, not too far off from it, and he doesn't risk handing over a whole lot there to NoT today, and specifically Smash. And now we're seeing 9 to 16 here. Still EG in good control. Probably still hope that they could hold the Aegis a little bit longer so they could look to clear out a tier 2 or so, but not today. Not playing so passively here. They're still happy to kind of take it to him here. Smash pushing past the river, raises up a couple of waves, and it looks like he is also going to be going for a BKB himself. They just really needed to deal with all the huge bursts that the Zeus offers.
Yeah, the Zeus is, again, he's a big issue. It's really just nighttime, I think, and then EG playing his 5. Fear's not even at a point where he's super farmed yet, but his Eclipses have been on point, so that's the biggest issue for NoT today. Smash is... he's had a rough game, actually. I mean, he died twice early on. He's got 5 deaths to his name now. He should be at a bit more than just this mech and Yule Scepter. And because he's got all this utility, he's really relying on the fact that he's hitting these ultimates and his team's helping him out, which is fine, but... you know, it's not like he has the right click to deal with Fear later on because the BKB is still obviously up to 9-second duration. Now the Eagle Song picked up for Fear's Luna. More than likely a Butterfly going to be coming out in just mere moments. And for NoT today, you've got to... I think I like the idea. You talked about them being pretty aggressive, and they kind of have to be to keep pace here.
Can't just risk allowing EG to continue to do as they please in a game like this, so maybe looking to take it back to him could catch him off guard here, but Fear continues to push down this mid lane. EG got a couple of sweet item pickups. Minawi, I don't know how recent it was, but he has a Blink Dagger now on hand. Universe now going to be the one to hold the gem here, which looks like was purchased from PPD, so... they're just going to go walk through, deward what they can. I mean, they see this ward already on the other side. They ping it out. And now you're going to see NoT today literally stuck in the dark. And that becomes a bit fickle when you have these initiators like your Bat Rider who just want to get in there and kind of set up a good team fight. Now it becomes that much harder.
NoT today had a really good start in the Vision department. They picked up a gem very early for Van, and they proceeded to put a lot of emphasis on warding EG's jungle and getting Vision there, but... as you said, they're pretty much in the dark. They have one ward still in the jungle up here, which I think is about to... it's going to despawn pretty soon. It's got 2 minutes left. And they'll go for a trade, which is probably as good as they can get now. No TP's back. They see the lack of TPs, and NoT today will continue to put pressure on the tier 2 tower. It's going to be a tier 2 for a tier 2.
Easy score round here for NoT today. They don't just risk sitting back in defensive coward position and seeing what EG are going to do. They want to make sure they stay proactive and split push when possible. But who's going to pull back first here? Looks like Smash already coming back into the baseline as Fear ascends to the high ground here. He doesn't have Aegis or anything. Just going to have to take that shot. PPD will be there as the paramedics kind of give him a little bit extra life. But now here comes Sumail, looking to get a part of the party here.
He's got his Ags. He's ready to go.
Alright, well, do they have enough to breach into the base? Alright, there's a high ground cask. They get the Maldic on the PPD. They just want to get this ward down.
They saw that ward immediately go down. That ward literally just went down. See you later.
Alright, Owie gets a good chunk of damage, but as before, PPD still has charges to work with and heals them on up.
He's out of charges though, so they kind of have to be careful. Actually they have 2 urns. Night Stalker has 1 as well, so they still have charges left. All right, well,
dual urns.
The good thing is that Smash can just clear out these creep waves, and it looks like Evil Geniuses aren't really 100% committed to going just yet. And maybe they will.
A nice burst. They almost take Smash down. He does the self-Yules there to clean out Stinger. Universe pops out the darkness. Mystical eating a lot of damage there. Forces them back while they begin to bring out the damage. Though it gets healed up promptly from that backdoor protection. Evil Geniuses aren't able to follow through with enough burst. And they didn't get anyone down yet. So not a fruitful push for them. We'll see how long they want to stay before they decide to possibly pull back. It looks like they don't want to pull back until they at least get that damn tower.
So close to getting smashed. They picked up the kill on the Witch Doctor. He was forced to buy back, which is not bad, but they were putting right-click damage on the tower, but like it was backdoor protected. There was no creep wave there. They could have gotten that tier 3 had there been a creep wave, but they've done a nice job of not today, making sure they clear those up. And they feel, not that they feel so far behind, but they could catch up with just a single kill, I feel like, on Fear, and maybe a couple others, but it's so hard. The positioning is so good.
Oh, man, here they have the Nature's Guide. He gets the jump and immediate feeds. Grip stops from that in place. Release the assassin to finish off Sumail. Big jump. Requiem from Smash, but Fear just looking to plow on through. Unleashes the Eclipse. Takes down one, but he could lose his own life. That Sniper. Ifrit on the back lines. It just continues to dish out the right click. They have nothing to stop him from doing so. So Not Today are able to bring down 2, including Fear on his Luna, who did have a pretty fair bounty. He was 10-0 until that point.
That is 1,670 gold for Smash, and I'm sure Fear will have some words about the rubber band. But meanwhile, there's a fight breaking out. Van, who just fought back, is dead again. Stinger, who also just fought back, sticks up Voodoo Restoration. Not going to grab the kill. Lightning Bolt just a bit too far for Sumail, who baited out that lasso beautifully, and then PPD throws up the Fiend Grip to counteract it. And they were able to take the fight. Although, again, Fear going down, that's a big issue, because all of that gold to Smash now, who purchases up a Demon Edge for what I would imagine to be an MKB, so they have some way to deal with the butterfly coming up from Fear. And I think that, you know, Evil Geniuses, they could have backed to Roche, although it wasn't up yet. They could have just waited to farm a bit more. They could have been a bit less proactive, and I understand what they were going for. They really wanted to shut them out of the game, but that really kind of, it doesn't get them right back in. It's just 1 kill, and it's a lot of gold for Smash, but you need a lot more. I mean, they're still down 12,000 net worth.
The defensive positioning is working out pretty swell for Not Today. I mean, they do make a kind of ballsy lead in with your Bat Rider, and it's expected that EG are going to be unleashing quite the fury to bring them down, but they don't have a way to really push past that and get a hold of someone like Ifrit on the back lines. And he pretty much didn't take any damage that fight, it felt like, and he just continued to just dish out the damage while he could. And it proved to be very difficult there for EG. So finding a way to have an answer for the Sniper seems to be something that they might have to consider here if they don't have an opportunity to just pick him off on his own. We could be seeing one of those kind of games where Sniper just has a solid high ground defense, and it's on EG to try to find a way to break in there and finish out this game.
They need some more mobility. I think PPD needs some mobility, and I think Sumail needs a Blink Dagger, which I imagine is what he's going for next, but I could be wrong. Could also go like a Force or Yules or anything, but he's getting close to having enough mana or money for a Blink Dagger if he wants it, but we'll see. Susalt's going to go to keep Vision, to keep tabs on them. So yeah, I mean, they don't really have a hero that's like known for dealing with Sniper, known for like jumping in like a Clockwork or even a Spirit Breaker. Night Stalker's not bad, but it doesn't have the mobility. They have a Lion who is able to blink it, and it is going to be the blink, by the way, for the Zeus, so that's a fine choice. And there's the Axe for the Trio Protector. Now the long road starts of getting up all the eyes in the forest and
you know
proceeding to
what,
farm.
They don't have a lot to clear the trees unless I'm missing something. EG don't have natural tree clearing.
They'll buy a Quelling Blade, probably.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the other way, is you just walk around with the gem and give Universe something like a Quelling Blade. But that's a slot dedicated to a Quelling Blade to get rid of eyes. Not really ideal, but they'll need someone to do it, and that means they kind of need to make sure they stick together to get it done. And there's a good chance you'll miss a couple of eyes here and there, and the one you miss could be the one that ends up grabbing you. So I do like the pickup here. It's going to help them every little bit, because they could certainly use the vision.
True Protector's ultimate now with Aghanim Scepter. It's actually really creepy when you think about it. It's just, yeah, it's kind of stalkerish.
It's out of like a crazy Disney movie, if you will.
Yeah, it's well, either way, that's a big pickup. Another big pickup for Ifrit. MKB is now completed. I think Smash is close to his He's about 1,500 gold. They're flying at an urn for Stinger. That's how you know your core is when you have treads and a cloak and not even an urn yet on a Witch Doctor.
Yeah, he handed over his farm opportunity to someone like the Treant Protector, so his dream of an Agnum Scepter is not much of a reality here. But right, here comes EG. They smoke up and they go on the move. The darkness is going to be dropped here, and this could be a clash spot up and above. There we go, unleashing the fury. Sumail tries to get him down. Finger connects on Stinger. He tries to heal on up. He will go down. Fear unleashing the Eclipse. Ifrit trying to get back into a safe position. Oh, Van moves in, gets caught. Good hold there on the smash, finishes him off, and they're just going to wipe the floor here with Not Today. Ifrit the last standing. It just looks like nothing. EG just easily mowed through Not Today on this bottom lane, and they made it look effortless right there.
Van walked back into the Eclipse. He's like, oh, it's done now. No way I'm going to get hit by this. And then it started back up, and he died to the Eclipse, unfortunately. And then they proceeded to just mow down. Once you're out of a lasso, once you don't have your Bat Rider, it's kind of all hands on deck. Get the hell out. Let's not die here. Not today, unfortunately. They couldn't actually get out. They all died. Every single one of them going down. That is a free tier 2 tower, perhaps more. If not Roshan, then maybe a tier 3, maybe a Rax now that they have a Satanic up for the Luna. Fear becoming that monster Godzilla Luna has been discussed previously, and I don't see them keeping at least this middle Rax.
Oh man, biggest devastating fight of the game. Tier 3 and potentially a set of Rax here. Evil Genius is looking to kind of continue their dominance here through the qualifier. And just look at the frickin' glaives fly out from Fear. What a hero. We don't get to see Luna that often, but this is where she really shines above the rest. Once you're able to break the base, it's just devastation with that right click. No safe position to stand in. And just like that, a Rax goes down, and they'll be able to follow it up with a Roche thereafter. Evil Genius is on really good pace here to take game 1 of this best of 3.
Sumail's going to have a Refresher Orb soon with his Agnum Scepter, so that's 1280 damage. Before magic resistance, should be able to kill Stinger, might be close because he has a cloak, so actually maybe not. Yeah, he won't be able to kill him because of the cloak. Anybody else that's super low in HP? No, I think they're alright. Yeah, they can't kill anybody with just double Zeus ult alone, but that's, I mean, when you're doing like, you know, 1100, 1200, 1,000 damage just from 2 results. How do you deal with Fear's damage? How do you deal with AUI with Finger? How do you deal with Universe popping out Void? It's not easy.
Blood will be shed, as without question, unless those BKBs will be at the ready. But if EG continue to kind of catch Not Today off guard like they did previously, that is not going to be easy. So after picking up now this Aegis, the second one of the game now for Fear, he'll continue to push out this bottom lane. This is the last time they tried to go for a high ground siege, and it proved to be unsuccessful. This time, though, they got to feel a bit more confident. And it's not going to take a whole lot of extra effort. Even these illusions are able to just clear out the wave easy. Smash has got to be there, dishes out the rays, trying to slow them down. But this is a lot of pressure now and Not Today for their high ground defense, because one more set of racks, and you might as well start putting your head into game number 2.
This is, it's not easy to kill the Luna. And with BKB Aegis, 5.7k gold. Sumail could TP in at a moment's notice with his bots, and probably will in the next wave. They're really getting in position. It's really difficult to stop him from just double raising the wave, and that's the reason why they're having such a tough time pushing up to the high ground. But now they're probably getting ready to go. They have to initiate onto Smash. They actually have a 4-step for PBD as well. Smash does have buyback, I believe. Does Ifrit is the question? Absolutely not. He's very far off.
No, Not Today are trying to be cheeky here, and they're dishing out some early Nature's guys to get Bat in a good position, but there is the gem on the Universe who already has a huge spread of vision with his ultimate, so it's not going to be easy to hide from him. There is going to be the blinking lasso. They run out and look to pull back the line. Already smashing your wealth of damage. It's large on forward. The glaives going on out there. Darkness going to be called out as the BKBs do go out. They need to step back and heal on up, but already the tier 3 goes down, and Fear is starting to go to work now on the racks. Not Today need to get back and stop them from doing this. But Evil Geniuses, it's just too late. They do too much damage. That's already 2 racks down. Evil Geniuses is very comfortable here. Not Today. They got to pull out an all or nothing at this point.
Lasso actually helped Evil Geniuses. They stopped dealing with the creep wave, and they tried to deal with heroes, and then they lost the fight. Even though it's a 1-for-0 trade, and they got a lot of gold for that specific AUI kill, about 1,000 for their entire team, but It's just, it doesn't matter. Your Rax is gone. Evil Genius is just too far ahead. They have a 14-1-4 Luna, who's 371 last hits, and an 800 GPM Luna at that. So that's, yeah, he's up there. No Midas, by the way. This is just 800 GPM from right click, last hitting, and getting towers and getting kills. And he's so far. 5.2k. I have no idea what he gets as his last item. He already picked up bots, so what do you get here? Let's see. I don't know, honestly. There's an item I'm missing for sure. I don't know what it is, but I'm missing an item.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sure he'll show us soon enough, if it's even necessary at this point. Evil Genius is now looking to come down from the north side. This is a tier 2, a tier 3, and a set of racks that separates them from Mega Creeps, and hopefully game number 1 for them. Not today. They have to think of a way to really try to hold them back. I mean, a big fight here even is probably not going to be enough to get them back into the game, but it's step 1. This is just going to be really, really tough. Really tough. Right, get out the way first and foremost, but just like that, smashes down to half-life. Just one quick ultimate there. He gets healed up promptly from Witch Doctor in the mech.
Sumail was trying to TV back home to buy his refresher orb, but actually got canceled by the assassinate. That's pretty funny.
Top tower is being attacked.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but here moves confidently forward as he still has the Aegis here. He starts going in. They get the last one pulled back on the They do. And now Chaos breaks out here. Smash to be thrown up. He was in for trying to get the firm place here. Starts shooting out the damage going for Universe as Universe hunts down Stinger, finishes him off. Now Fear moves on forward. Eclipse pop, Mystic now, and now they'll be able to make it in. Smash inside the fountain, unleashes the Requiem. They might be able to get Sumail here. They do take him down, but it's a Bloodstone, so he'll be back in about 5 seconds' time. They also get Owie, so Evil Geniuses confidently struck themselves past the tier 3 in the racks to take a fight, which they end up not really coming out on top, but after everything has already been unleashed, they simply buy back and get back into position again to finish this one out.
Yeah, they wanted it really to kill it, right? That's the biggest problem right now. Smash is absolutely in trouble. He's going to mech up. There's the refresher. Zeus ult available. He's going to pop it off. Stinger not dead. Just survives the Voodoo Restoration, but it's just enough room created for Fear. Space created once again as Meta is now gone and Rax is flipped up, but this is about to be Mega Creeps.
There they go. Lots of damage here onto the racks, now down to half-life. They try their best to hold them back. They're able to take down PPD. Smash moves forward. Fear, he pops the BKB, and they go into a man fight here between each other. And Fear is winning, without question. Easily handles Smash. And goes right back onto the racks to finish the job he had started. And he just conveniently gets an additional kill with just the blades alone. As Universe and Sumail keep the rest of the Not Today squad back. They just want to finish this game out with Mega. Lasso pulls back Fear, and they do take him down. Immediate buyback for him. Finger flies from Maui, trying to finish off Smash. Smash will live. Not Today, just trying their best to defend, but the base has already been torn all apart. Mega Creeps are unleashed. And this is just bare knuckle brawl here at the end. Just getting one last effort from Not Today, but I assure you, Evil Geniuses will be walking away from this the victor, and that they take game number 1 in this best of 3.
They just like, all right, we're gonna buy back on everybody. We'll go straight down mid. Let's find some kills. They don't finish off the game. They couldn't get Ifrit again. They've already lost to tier 4 though for Not Today, and short of Ifrit killing all 5 of those heroes, which would be pretty nice because there's no buyback on a lot of them for Evil Geniuses. In fact, all of them. I don't really see any way they win this game.
That's the only thing you can do at this point.
Just run down mid.
And run down mid. Hope that you can conveniently walk into a couple of sweet early kills where they don't have buybacks. That's about it, because otherwise you're stuck in your base just constantly dealing with Megas, and that is not fun.
Here's a Scotty now, which I thought was probably going to be the other item, but
it's a Scotty mod, and everyone gets Scotty now.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the item, man. That is the item.
Gives you everything. Gives you stats, HP, slow, women, everything. And now
nice.
Fear's gonna just show off his Scotty here at the bottom. Does not have buyback.
He's near an overgrowth tree on either course, but I don't think he really cares. Van's like, oh, that is a Scotty. It's a Scotty Luna. It's slow. It's doing some work.
Yeah, even on the illusions too. Yeah. Not today. Never say die. Not one to tap out early. They're gonna force EG to really work for it. If PPD is one of the big mind game kind of people, I think Not Today are probably looking to do a little bit of the same. Evil Geniuses may think they have this one in the bag, but they're going to have to work for it. Maybe Not Today, not looking to tap out until the throne does go down to see if they can mentally fatigue the EG squad, Mott. I'm reaching here, but
you're just hoping for anything. I think right now they should be just talking about the next game. I really don't know if there's... Evil Geniuses, all they really have to do is just wait for their buybacks to come back up and then push down. They don't even have to really do that. They probably just wait for Roshan, which is up in 1 minute and 30. I'm surprised Not Today are... It's Mega Creeps. They can deal with it with Smash and Raise and Ifrit's right click. They probably need a Maelstrom and Mjolnir. Ifrit's going Rapier at this point. I'm almost positive. And he's not far off. It's like 1,000 away, roughly 1,400.
If somehow, some way, Not Today pull this game back, I'm sure we'll not hear the end of it. With how the quote comeback factor really works in this game. If you do look, not necessarily at the net worth, the XP is what's crazy. Almost square even on that, but how much are these levels really going to get you at this point in the game when EG just already have so much? Universe needs a big right click.
There's luxury items on their supports, for God's sakes. Well, not really. Actually, AUI only has Ghost Scepter. What does PPD have? 4 staff. So yeah, maybe not luxury on all of their heroes, but they have a lot of luxury. There's the Rapier, man. This is it. This is time. You got to try something here. I don't think you can let them take Roche. But, they can't really push out of their base either, so I guess they kind of have to let him.
Well, I think it's understandable. It's a very important series, and there's no reason why you shouldn't try to go out without giving it your all. And if you can manage to throw together the Rapier here, even down all sets of racks and having to go against Megas, there is a chance that this sniper could just kind of catch EG off guard and slowly peep them down one by one. And then you take it all the way back to the EG side. But I think EG recognized that that's something that Not Today are hoping for, so they're going to take the precautions here by picking up a roast, getting their extra life, building together the farm so they do have a buyback, which no one in the game has right now. But just in case.
Who's getting the Aegis? All right, it's going to be Sumail. He dropped his Ags. Now he dropped the Hyperstone.
All right.
I don't know what that Hyperstone is, but... It's kind of a weird choice. Is he going like full lightning? I bet he's going full lightning. He's going to go Mjolnir or something like that.
That'd be awesome.
It's probably an Assault Cuirass because no one else is going to build it.
All right, Not Today here. A lot of the pressure for Ifrit to pull it back with his Rapier Sniper because this is the Hail Mary of a play. Darkness to come out. Here comes EG. Looking to finish out game 1 here. Can they do it? All right. Pre-empty BKB coming out from Van as he moves in. Double lightning fall out from Sumail. Ifrit tries to step back and away, has his BKB popped. Now the right click to fly. Universe eating lots of damage, but it's already Ifrit, the lone defender at this point with no buyback. It's a cute Rapier you got there, but you're going to be sitting in the fountain waiting to use it. Sumail's going to be the bouncer of it. In fact, he's just going all in. They want to take out the sniper and take that sword away. Give me the decision. Give me this win. EG take game number 1. And it's Not Today.
Van, buddy, I know you're supposed to BKB before you initiate, but I don't know what kind of initiation that was. That was a bit rough. I feel bad for him. He BKB'd, got like stuck in the trees, and then proceeded to walk out, and for like 2 seconds stood there, and then got Fiend's gripped by PBD. And